Hi, I am Samuel Paul Ana Lucky Charles Thomas. My metric ID is MB20165.
My name is Mama Arif Bekosni and my ID number MB20157.
Hi, my name is Nick Semwiranata. My metric number is MB20147.
My name is Tivagaran Unlucky Rajendran. My matrix ID is MB20033. Since the early of 2020, an unknown virus, which later named as COVID-19 coronavirus, has brought so many questions and shook the world that year. Thousands of infected cases has been reported on a global scale. Almost all the countries are infected. This made the virus to be classified as one of the highly contagious diseases. Not only that, the number of deaths reported are also increasing day by day. Most of the countries are exhausted battling to bring the disease to a control. Therefore, a new normal was introduced to the people. This is to reduce the exposure and the risk of themselves from coming in contact with the disease. Some of it are maintaining social distancing, avoiding crowds, taking body temperature, which should be around 37 degrees Celsius before entering any shop or public spaces, and many more. This brought a huge change in people's lifestyle. Thus, the easiest approach of noting people with suspicion of infection of the coronavirus is by checking their body temperature. The body temperature always should be measured to check the condition. We were asked to design a high-tech thermal headgear which is effective to measure the temperature of the people in public while still maintaining the social distancing and avoid contact. Since measuring body temperature is necessary in the new normal introduced to the world, hence temperature checking is important as body temperature above 37.5 degrees Celsius indicates fever, and fever is one of the symptoms of COVID-19. Basically, there are many types of thermometer in the market available for use, but most of it is a fixed type and not portable. It is a huge setup of machine. We can see them in the airport usually. All the people were asked to scan their body temperature before they entering any public spaces or their workspace. The normal scanner is not effective, time consuming, and needs the person who scanned to go near another person, which beats the social distancing norm. Next, our objective: to gain knowledge on how the thermometer works and the types of thermometer available in the market as the first place. To design a thermal headgear that detects body temperature without near contact using SolidWorks software. Next, to add and state a special part to the headgear that detects body temperature from a quite number of distance to avoid contact. This is to detect affected patients. And lastly, to design an easy, compact, light, and effective thermal headgear that serves its function really well. Next, the methodology. Students received project title and questions from lecturer, groups were given by the lecturer, and discussions of tools needed to be designed were conducted on week 9. Divisions of part of the model plan were conducted on week 10. Designing of parts using SolidWorks software were conducted on week 11 and 12. Assembly of the design parts were conducted on week 13, and also the presentation day were conducted on week 13, and lastly submission of project report were conducted on week 14.
Okay, so the first part that we are going to be designing will be our front plate. So as you can see, we put in our measurements, and then we'll continue to specify it, and then after we will extrude it. Once we have extruded it, then we continue sketching and we add on other designs that are necessary for the design that we have gone for. So at the end you will see the design that we have gone for is not really a helmet, but it's more of a strap-on device. This is so that the device is universal and can be used by anyone and anyone, because the strap is made of fabric as well as rubber, so that it can be stretched to fit any kind of size of head. Here you can see that we are designing the strap for our device. So we start off with the left side of the strap. We use the top plane and then we extrude it so it can be extruded downwards, and then we continue. This part will be attached to the front plate. we follow the same measurements as the front plate that we designed before this. Then we continue doing the strap on the right side. And finally we will design and we will do the fabric part for the back plate that can be attached to the back plate of our device. Here you can see the designing of our thermal scanner. This thermal scanner is actually the device that will take the temperature and will be recorded to the whatever device it is connected to. Will be connected via Bluetooth. So this is the part with laser scanning. Taking place right now is the back part of our thermal scanner. So on the back face is where we will have the screen, various buttons as well, so that different settings can be changed for different applications of this thermal scanner, and it will also be able to show various values of temperature. And this is the final look of our thermal scanner. You will be able to see a screen as well at the back, as well as a holder that will attach to the strap later on. So this is the final assembly of all the parts that have been designed. First off, the thermal scanner will be attached to its holder. Once the holder has been attached, the front plate will be attached to the holder. After we have done so, the front part of our strap will then be attached to the front plate of this thermal that is attached to the thermal scanner, and then finally we'll attach the back plate, and that will be the end of the assembly. So these plates are all screw on so that they can come off and be put on easily if anything were to happen to them. And then there are screws that attach to from the fabric into the plates. And here is a look of the finished product that is in a full assembly with all its parts included.
From this, the results in discussion, we know that this designed thermal headgear known as GoScan is a modified and added version of the ordinary thermometer or the thermal body scanner. This will be weared by the frontliners who guards the public. Next, by using this GoScan, it is more effective, user-friendly and reduce the hassle of frontliners in stopping the people one by one to scan their body temperature. At this GoScan headgear, the infrared thermometer is attached with some modification to measure the temperature from a far distance quickly and accurately. The person handling this does not have to hold it in their hand and reduce their stress handling it. Moreover, it is user-friendly. From this, the results in discussion, we know that this designed thermal headgear known as GoScan is a modified and added version of the ordinary thermometer or the thermal body scanner. This will be weared by the frontliners who guards the public. Next, by using this GoScan, it is more effective, user-friendly and reduce the hassle of frontliners in stopping the people one by one to scan their body temperature. At this GoScan headgear, the infrared thermometer is attached with some modification to measure the temperature from a far distance quickly and accurately. The person handling this does not have to hold it in their hand and reduce their stress handling it. Moreover, it is user friendly.